Hello and welcome to Gronch Music, the podcast where we dare to discuss music on the internet without first having a degree in musicology. My name is Lance, and as always, I'm joined by two of my closest friends in the world. First up, the knuckle duster, the ball buster, Lucas. Is that all you can muster? Lucas, how are you doing?
Feeling gregarious, generous, and I couldn't think of a rhyme.
True. Next up, he likes to gamble using his IQ points as currency. Luckily, he's on a winning streak. It's Matthew/Ross/Garlic Lord. How are you doing, Matthew?
I have some unfortunate news. I've gone down a losing streak rather than a winning streak the past week. So,
is there an update in the IQ gambling?
Yeah,
commission?
I'm down to 100 now.
Oof.
Going further.
That's around average NA IQ, I think. So.
Yeah, I'm fine for now, but I don't know if this keeps up. Who knows?
So this week we listened to "The Joshua Tree" by U2. Lucas, give me your initial thoughts on this album.
Man, if I had to give it in one word, I'd say pretentious. That's my feeling on this album. I didn't really get the whole Bono meme from South Park that he's just a piece of shit until listening to this album, and for less listening to the album and more listening to what Bono has to say about his own album. I think Bono's kind of a fucking piece of shit. He's super egotistical, and I think his lyrics suck dick. The instrumentals are really good.
Now that Lucas is done slandering this philanthropist that has given up his whole life to like curing malaria in Africa, how about you, Matthew? How'd you feel about this album?
I thought it was pretty good, actually. I will say, I think last time, I don't know if I said this or not, but I listened to 3 of the tracks on this album, and I wanted to see if there's anything else good. What I will say is, I still think those 3 tracks reign king on this album for me, but I think the rest of the tracks hold up pretty well. Some less than others, but
we did predict that this would be a one-hit album or a one-hit wonder type of album, and I think it was slightly true, but I did like it overall.
Yeah, I think overall the album as a whole is pretty decent. It kind of reminds me of not the album itself, but I remember when we were talking about what's the album I give a full Ross out of Ross? The thing with wolves?
Raised by Wolves.
Raised by Wolves. That was a good album. That was a great album.
That was a good one.
But I remember talking about how the track quality was kind of like a bimodal thing. It started off really well, kind of waned a bit in the middle, and then ended on a pretty decent note. I felt kind of similar on this, except I think the start was much better than the ending on this album. Mm-hmm. So
I thought it faltered a bit at the end. I thought it was obviously the start has the heavy hitters, like their most popular songs.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think the middle is kind of average, and I think the ending was a little bit weak. Maybe.
Okay.
I probably agree with the average rating of all the songs, but I disagree with that, but I think I agree with the curve that you guys are putting out. I think the end is the worst.
True. So should we start with the first song in the album, Where the Streets Have No Name?
Sure.
Lucas, have you heard the hits by U2 from this album?
Fuck no. I've not I don't know shit about U2. I don't know if I've ever heard a fucking U2 song.
I think me and Matthew are both very familiar with these first 3 songs.
Yeah, I don't know. The intro to this song just sounds like a fucking car commercial, like for a Kia Sorento or something. And then I don't know. I listened to some quotes for this. Apparently this song is, quote, written in the writing style of King David. Does anybody know what the fuck that means?
No.
Okay, but it also, quote, emulates Charles Bukowski's poetry, who Bono was reading at the time of writing this. I also don't know what the fuck that means.
I'd believe it.
I'm very confused.
I'd believe that.
They're very... on this album, there's a lot of... Bono and U2 like to use a lot of religious symbolism or religious passages.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that.
I was actually looking into this, and the Joshua Tree is apparently another form of that. How the Joshua Tree is named after something in the Old Testament, I don't know, and how the Joshua Tree was kind of the branches almost seems to be holding up hands and for prayer and for healing and whatnot. Apparently that's why he really liked it and wanted to call the album The Joshua Tree. But
interesting.
Do you know what the underlying theme of this album is, Ross?
The desert? Is that it?
No.
Oh.
I kind of. It is the desert, but the desert is a metaphor. Do you know what the desert represents?
Jerusalem.
Close.
Oh, is it?
Close,
This
but not
the
really.
between civilization and nothingness.
Not too vague. So the theme of this album is America. This album is about America.
Okay.
You
Well,
do be mentioning America a few times, though.
yes. Okay. I see. I remember that. Yeah. Okay.
It stated that the overlaying theme of this album is the comparison between mythical America, which is the America in Bono's mind, and real America, which is the America in real life.
Right.
I know this because they had like a fucking autobiography where they talk about this shit for like 345 pages and suck each other's dicks and like break down the meaning of every single one of these fucking songs. Even though I look at the lyrics and it makes no fucking sense.
Where do the streets have no name in America? Is that Detroit?
They don't. That's part of the mythical America. That's what he wants it to be like, Lance. He wants the streets to have no names.
I see.
I think when I was reading about this, it looked like it was there was a whole thing how you could tell someone's religion and their upbringing in Dublin based on which street they grew up in. But when you look at some other countries where I think it's like he visited Ethiopia while
Oh yeah,
writing
he's
some
a big
some-
Ethiopian fan.
Yeah, and how like there's I guess some of the poor areas how the streets literally will have no names, so you cannot tell what the upbringing of those people are, or what their religion or ideals are. I don't know, but however, goddamn, does this song kind of slap?
It
It
do
really
slap. It's really good.
it's a really good opener, I think.
I'm not sure which of these three hits are my favorite. It's hard to decide. But the second one is I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
Dude, I don't know what it is about this song, but it kind of reminds me of fucking On My Way from Ice Age. I think it's like the bass line.
I don't think I know that song, unfortunately.
How do you not know that song?
I think I've watched Ice Age like once or twice. I was 10, so it's hard to tell.
It's too bad then.
This is definitely a big soul searching song, but it's again the what's it called, the religious passages, not passages, but the references come back here again. It's a lot of I think, is this the one where carry the cross of my shame, oh my shame. Oh shoot! I forgot to say. Sorry, for the streets that have no name. Can I say something?
Go for it.
Yeah.
God, I remember when I was very little, and literally only I think after I went to university, I looked up the lyrics for the song, and I realized there's one lyric. Okay, you're gonna say this is really stupid, but it says we're beaten and blown by the wind, trampled in dust. For some reason, I thought this song just said poop at that point. And I believe that for about
Like the
18 years.
whole lyric?
I'm so confused.
It's like trail pooping dust or something. And I believed that until I was about 18 years old.
So it says like 8 words, but you thought it said one word?
I thought it was trail pooping dust instead of trampled in dust.
I see.
Trail pooping dust.
Yeah, I don't know why. I never bothered to look it up. But that's what I
see.
believed until I was 18. Anyways,
Do you still believe it deep down?
deep down, yeah. I listen to the song. I can't hear trampled. Like I actually just cannot hear trampled. Anyway, that's the weird little.
I don't know. Maybe there's some Freudian shit there, Ross.
Maybe
there's
maybe.
your
Maybe he
subconscious.
says it like an Irishman, so it's hard to tell.
Oh, that's also true.
True. But anyways, still haven't found what I was looking for. I will say, out of the three major singles, not singles, but the three major hits on the album, this might be my least favorite. I'm not too sure why, but I just remember listening it to the YouTube bangers over the years. This one seemed to kind of wane in popularity for me. So, but still a good song.
Yep, it's a good one. Lucas, do you hate this one?
So apparently, I think I got my notes confused. Apparently, this one is the one inspired by King David and Charles Bukowski. I still don't know what the fuck that means. The song's I guess. It's kind of catchy. It's honestly, this band is really my thing. It's like weird soft rock. I kind of hate Bono's voice. I don't like the lyrics, but like instrumentally, I guess it's pretty good.
Do you like Bruce Springsteen?
I
Hell
don't know.
yeah,
Maybe if I ever listen to one of his songs.
Do you like Coldplay?
Of course, I like fucking Coldplay. I'm a human being, Ross.
Oh wait, really?
I don't like
damn, okay.
Coldplay. I hate
Doesn't like
Coldplay.
Coldplay. What the fuck
you
is
don't-
wrong with
Wait, you don't like Coldplay?
I
Oh,
hate
that's weird.
Coldplay.
That's so weird.
hate Coldplay?
Because all those
Absolutely.
three artists are like connected. Because I think YouTube got a lot of their influences, I think, from Bruce. I think, unless
From
that's
what?
Coldplay.
From what?
Bruce Springsteen.
Oh.
Unless I'm
This
mixing
is
that up,
nothing
that's
like
Coldplay.
Bruce Springsteen. I'm a huge Bruce Springsteen
Apparently, you
fan.
got a lot from Bob Dylan. That's what I heard.
This is also nothing like Bob Dylan. It's way more poppy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bob Dylan's
It's
like
the Bruce
folk.
Springsteen.
Well, there are some quite folky songs on this album, Lance. We
Mhm.
just have to get there.
Not really though. Not really though.
Bro, there's one extremely folky song on this fucking album.
How about we move
Losing.
on to With or Without You? Third song, extremely popular. Multi-million view
this might be the
video.
only song I actually recognize because there was a meme song that was making fun of basic 4-chord structural pop songs, and this was one of the songs they made fun of.
Is it The Key of
Yeah.
Awesome or something like that?
I think they might have done one. I don't think it was though.
Actually, is The Key of Awesome's like a YouTube channel, right? So that's not even what I'm thinking.
That's a parody thing. I don't think they parodied this song.
Probably not. This is a good one.
I
How's
think
this
this is
rank?
a good one.
How's this rank on your singles, Matthew?
This is definitely top two. This between this one and the first track out of the three. It's very hard to choose between this one and this Where the Streets Have No Name. I'm not sure which one beats out which, but man, With or Without You is a very, very, I don't know. It's an emotional roller coaster. I quite like it.
I never noticed how similar these three songs were before.
Yeah.
They're almost like they're very, very similar. They just have different like main parts.
Yeah, I think this is a very formulaic album in a lot of ways. In terms of like song structure.
It's partially true, I guess. Should we move on to Bullet the Blue Sky?
Yeah.
Sure.
The first
So,
song I've never heard of before.
Ross, I don't know if you noticed, but the opening drums part of the song sounds like exactly like the opening drums to This Too Shall Pass by OK Go. It's like
Yeah.
the exact fucking same.
Yeah, I can actually hear that. Okay. I thought like I was actually thinking something similar. Not the OK Go thing, but I was like, I feel like I've heard this before. Like this seems like pretty. Like I would hear this.
We can do
in
the fucking side-by-side comparison later. It's like almost the exact same fucking drum loop.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Which I guess they stole. I don't know. I guess they yoinked it from you too.
Maybe.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Inspired, TM.
A lot of people yoink stuff from you too.
Matthew, how did this like cause the album to crash back to earth for you after the first three bangers?
I think originally my first listen, yes, just because it was just new and kind of weird, and I wasn't quite like. I don't know. The second listen, I will say, was better.
I'm actually right there with you. I agree.
And looking at the lyrics, I was like, oh, okay. Like I can dig the song. Actually, I can definitely listen to this again.
No, I think it's all right. Just leaves a little bit to be desired compared to the other hits, but
Oh, actually, also, correct me if I'm wrong. This is the one with a bit of spoken word.
yeah, at the end there's like poetry.
With outside, it's America. Outside, it's America. That's a very spooky lyric, I have to say.
Oh yeah, so this one's about people getting firebombed in El Salvador, apparently.
Yeah, there's a lot of critiques on Reagan administration.
Yeah,
foreign policy.
apparently. They mention Reagan a lot in all of the interpretations for this song, but not one Reagan name drop on this album, which I'm very disappointed by. I feel like all of this shit is just like super metaphorical and could mean literally anything, and then Bono tells us exactly what he thinks it's supposed to mean
Well,
afterwards.
I think you have to understand, U2 operates a lot on that. They're very political, but they're very careful how they
Yeah, I think that's kind of fucking gay for your music to only make sense after I've listened to the interviews where you tell me exactly what your fucking music means. I think that's stupid.
It's a fair argument.
It's a fair argument.
I don't think these are
But I
supposed
don't
to
know.
have
I
like.
like it.
I think I don't know. You're supposed to like listen to these songs and just like with brainless mode
Lance,
on.
this is a very political album. They have
Yeah, but
said
only when you
this
dig
was
under the
just
surface.
extremely political. But that's what I'm saying, dude. You're not looking under the surface. You're just looking at the interviews where Bono tells you what it fucking means.
I don't wanna do that.
You can't get that from the lyrics. You can only get it from fucking Bono telling you what it means. I think it's dumb, dude. I don't know why he doesn't name drop Ronald Reagan.
Where did you name drop Ronald Reagan
in the song?
I know, like where?
At
Like,
the end
where,
of the poetry part.
With the blue, comma, Ronald Reagan. Just fucking, just say it. That's what he's doing.
Is that a threat?
Yes. It's like a, yeah. I guess it's he's like goading him, I suppose.
Bullet him.
Outside, Ronald Reagan. Outside, Ronald Reagan.
I think that'd be better personally.
I actually like that too.
Next song, "Running to Stand Still."
This one's about heroin.
Lucas, this is where I start to agree with you. This song is so overdramatic, it's insane. It would be. It's like so clearly overdramatic. It could be like a normal good song, but it's like I don't know. He tries to make it like so deep. Hello?
Yeah.
Bono's good.
Fuck Bono. I don't know what to say, dude.
I think this song is still fine though.
Yeah, no, I kind of like all the songs are really listenable because all of the instrumentals are really good. But I don't know, dude. There's just Bono just fucking turns me the wrong way. I just don't like that guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I always heard kind of like not opposite things, but I remember when I went to Ireland, there was this whole thing on how Bono would just go into like random pubs and people would like not put up his ego a lot or something, so he just acts like a commoner or something like that. I don't know.
I think the thing
It's
with
like a real
Bono is
weird
that
story.
he's like actually a good person, but he's also really self-righteous. So it depends.
It's possible. That's possible. Maybe the people are in like in the pub where we're doing that to not like up his ego because it's already really up there. Maybe that's why.
Yeah. Then we go into Red Hill Mining Town. I like this song. This is a
I actually
sleeper
also
hit.
like
This is a
this song.
sleeper hit.
You know what? I'm actually 100% in agreement. Though when I first was like listening to it and like looking at the lyrical content, I was just like, I don't know, it's kind of like weird. It's like a coal mining union thing or whatever. It's like I don't know.
This
I don't
song's
really
nuts,
dig it.
dude. It's kind of nuts.
But I went back to it and I was like, damn, okay, this is actually pretty good. Actually,
I
quite
think
like
this might show that U2 has like some skill. Out of any of the songs on this album, it shows that they have like actually talent. I think, in my opinion, because it's good for like a plethora of reasons. Don't ask me to list the reasons because I don't know.
Damn it. I was literally just about to ask. All right.
I think it's just like different. Like I don't know. It progresses. There's like multiple stages to the song, and each stage is good for its own reason.
Yeah, no, I like it. I'm in like 100% agreement. I think this is a pretty good song. But I think it starts to, I don't know, it starts to dip at some point after this.
The album does.
Yeah, I think this is like not the last good song, but last good song for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hands down, my favorite song about the National Union of Mine Workers 1984 strike in England.
Lucas, you wouldn't get it because you weren't there.
True.
I guess you're fucking right, dude.
Bono's lived it. So.
Oh
Man
yeah,
does get around.
oh yeah, you're a U2 fan. Name every political problem and inconvenience in the world, and name every song that's about it.
We didn't
Got 'em.
start the fire. Richard Nixon, all that shit, dude.
Back again. What stops?
You got to Richard Nixon. You did one.
I don't know the lyrics to that song, dude.
Isn't Richard Nixon like name dropped like 3 times in that song?
Probably.
Yeah.
Richard Nixon back again.
I think the word after Richard Nixon is really hard, and that's why I stopped, Lucas. It's like Studebaker or something like that.
We should just review like that song. Only that song.
Classics review at Classics Week, anyone? Classics Week at Gronch Music Podcast?
Classics only. Moving on, next song is In God's Country.
I'm pretty sure U2 said that they're not really like they don't like the song either.
Not only do they not like the song, they don't even know what it fucking means, dude. Bono said he wrote it and he didn't know if it was about Ireland or America. So it begs the question, why the fuck should I care what this song is about if fucking Bono doesn't even know, dude?
That's what I'm saying. I'm in agreement on that one because it's just like, okay, well, if they don't know what's happening here, and like it kind of sounds like okay, it sounds like half decent.
I think the
Sounds
song
like
is
a half-decent
the song's
song.
fine. It just doesn't have anything that any of the other songs in the album have or don't
That
have.
has nothing to offer except
Yeah.
for background music. That's it.
Yeah, it's
even
just
the
like a
background
middle of
music,
the road
like,
average song for this album. I think nothing special about it.
But I will say I think it might be the worst song on the album for me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Just the fact that there's like nothing to say, and the instrumental's like not really that great for me. It's just like kind of skip.
Okay. Then we move on to Trip Through Your Wires.
Yeah, so this one, I don't know what genre you would describe this. It's like kind of folky. It says like blues. I don't
Damn
know how to
harmonica.
categorize this. It does have a harmonica.
It reminds me a lot. This song reminds me of the Smiths more than any other song on this
Really?
album. Well, it makes
I don't
sense because
get
they're
that
both
at
from
all.
the UK and they're both from the 80s. So
I don't get the Smiths from this at all.
this
I like
song
the
in
Smiths. I don't like this
particular,
song. Yeah, I know. I do not like this song.
It's okay.
I think this song was okay for the most part. I think there was a thing where, where I read this was like in relation to another song, but I don't think I can really talk about that because I need to talk about this album in a vacuum more or less.
Oh yeah, this is another great song meaning. So this is a song that was made to be heard in the context of another song which wasn't even on the fucking album.
It's on like the deluxe edition of the album, but without it, it's just kind of like meh. So
again, like, why
Are you telling me? Are you telling me this is a two-parter and we missed the first half?
No, I think that would be really fun. No, it's the second part. This is part 2.
Oh my
Dude,
god, he does it
they're trying
again.
It does it again.
Somehow managed to do it.
You can't
With
let
no
him keep
twos
getting
in
away
any
with
of the
this.
song names. Very impressive.
You can't keep getting away with it.
I actually have no clue why they allowed the song and didn't allow the other one on. I don't know if it's like a deluxe edition thing, but I heard the other song and I was like, oh, that makes sense. But at the same time, it's like, okay, why didn't they include it on here? Because now this song kind of doesn't really make much sense with it.
Choosing
I guess
the songs for an album is a complicated business. Sometimes I don't know. It's like tough because maybe a song isn't that good and you think it'll like make people
This
not like
one's
the album.
The song's like actually like better than the last one, but it's still kind of a miss for me. So
Yeah, this is a weird one. I think this is the first one that I was like, I don't know about this one.
I think instrumentally, I like this one the least. I really don't like the weird, like, folksy harmonica shit. I just think it sounds kind of bad. And the lyrics make no fucking sense, so there's an F for
They
me.
make sense to Bono.
I think it's a weird album. Not weird album. It's a weird song.
Then we move on to One Tree Hill. The best thing I can say about this song is that I like the title a lot. It's an interesting title. One Tree Hill.
Interesting story with this as well.
What's the story, Matthew?
New Zealand. Apparently, it's related to an activist or a friend of his that toured him around New Zealand, and he passed away after a car crash in Dublin. And the song is kind of it's almost like a letter to him in some ways.
You missed a very crucial part of the story. It was not a car crash, it was a motorcycle incident, which means this guy deserved to die.
Oh, Jesus, okay. What?
No, apology accepted, Ross. It's okay.
Alright.
That's fair. That's fair. If you ride a motorcycle, you're flirting with death. It's a fact.
Flirting with disaster.
Yep. Anything else for One Tree Hill, Matthew?
I'll say it's a better song. That's where I guess it kind of starts upticking towards the end for me. It's not a crazy jump from the last one, but it's better.
This might be where I disagree with you because I don't really like the ending of the album that much.
Oh, really?
Move on to Exit,
the
10th song.
Exit. So this is an interesting one contextually as well. Because some dude fucking murdered some actress and then blamed it on this song.
Ah, the old blame it on the media you watch.
Blame it on
strategy.
the
That's
Bono.
great.
He also had a copy of Catcher in the Rye when he killed her,
Fuck yeah, brother.
as is custom when you're murdering celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the person that got murdered?
I don't fucking know, Ross. She's dead. How am I supposed to know?
Lady Diana.
Yeah, sounds about right.
The guy driving the car had a Catch on the Rye while reading it and crashed.
That's why he crashed.
Yeah, he's reading
He
Catch
took
on
the
the
wrong
Rye.
exit. Comes full circle.
True. We figured out Bono's mind.
So this song, it's very intense. It builds over time, and then it just simmers down, and then it ends.
Scuffed son of Sam.
You think so?
That's my opinion on this song.
I don't get that at all. It's just like, this is a really intense song that doesn't go anywhere. That's basically it. That's all I get.
Yeah, I think this is on a similar level from the last one for me. So
I thought you said you liked this one, Matthew.
no, like yeah, but like, it's like. It's
Are you
still-
changing your
no,
mind on me? That's not allowed.
No. I still like the end, but it's on a similar level. Like,
Hmm.
It's like it's okay.
Okay, I'll
It's
allow it. I'll allow it. The final song, Mothers of the Disappeared.
This is more El Salvadorian Reagan politics.
More
which are
Reagan songs.
never directly mentioned in the lyrics.
The Bono
Unfortunate.
classic.
This one is, I think, more descriptive, at least. You can kind of get what he's talking about if you have no idea what it is. But, I don't know, dude. Still just a weird way to make songs.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this?
This album, it ends like a ghost. It just like ends slowly and like quietly, and it's just gone.
It's very interesting. I don't know. I remember I remember looking up some of the stuff on this album, how like they were. I guess we were trying to figure out like what's the underlying theme. It's like America, right? But I think before apparently the working title of this album was The Desert Songs,
That's a bad title.
and like the what's it called? The imagery they want to portray is a very vast, empty desert. So, do they live up to that? Yeah, I think so.
I don't know, a vast empty desert filled with extremely specific metaphors that Bono is going to make sure you know exactly what they mean.
I kind
I
of get
just
the
don't
desert
get
vibe on the first 3 songs, but then after that, not really.
Part of
I
me's
get what
kind
he's
of a-
going for. I just think, yeah, I don't think it really works.
Especially
beyond,
One Tree
like,
Hill, I don't think of
the
a
hits.
desert at all. Think of like a plain.
What if it's like a One Tree Hill with Joshua Tree on that?
Well, I don't know what a Joshua tree is, so that kind of complicates everything, you know?
That's fair. I don't know. Part of me is also kind of a sucker for the religious references. I don't know why.
I was going to ask why, because it's kind of cringe for me, IMO. Every
Really?
time he says angels and devils, it's just like the fucking laziest lyrical content I've ever heard in my life.
Agreed,
Yeah.
agreed.
They're not like specifically like the wording angels and devils, but I like I don't know. The references like to certain passages and certain religious texts. I kind of like that. I kind of like exploring that stuff. So.
I only liked it when Jules from Pulp Fiction did it.
Why is that?
That's the album.
Because he fucking killed people, Lance. Bono doesn't kill people.
All right. And that is the album, Matthew. You are correct.
True. Well, there's the deluxe edition. Yo, part 2.
Oh, you guys didn't listen to the deluxe edition? What the hell?
You guys
Strap
didn't
in.
listen to Bono perform this personally in front of you?
Matthew, stop it with the distractions. It's time for the Rossometer. Boop, 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 boop. What is
Take a
your
bite of my
rating
water
for
on.
this album?
Take a bite of my watermelon before this.
Wow, Ross, what type of watermelon?
It's a square watermelon.
It's a watermelon squared.
It's Watermelon 2, the sequel to Watermelon. Is that our sponsor? Probably not, but
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I kind of want to like this album, but there are definitely a lot of rough patches. Well, not a lot of some rough patches, but I think overall I still like it. I still would probably listen to it again. I think I'll just go ahead and say ROS.
Fair enough.
I think it's a
Alright.
decent album, honestly.
I was
I think it's
honestly,
pretty good.
I was anticipating a full Ross again.
I was thinking about that
I also
too.
thought there was a chance at a full Ross.
I really want to give that, but I don't know. The middle was just kind of the middle towards the end was just kind of weird for me. So
That's fair enough.
too weird for our full ROS, sadly.
How about moving on to the meme archetype? What are you guys thinking?
Pretty boomer.
Pretty boomer.
I was thinking true neutral, but we could go boomer.
True neutral. No, there are way too many fucking god references for this to be anything other than boomer.
I mean, these
Also, the
videos
fact
have like
that
a billion views on YouTube. Like, I think that's pretty neutral. That's all.
Maybe.
I disagree. I don't think
Maybe.
popular and neutral are synonymous.
I think the only reason I'll say boomer is because I know my parents listen to this stuff too. So
We can
True.
go boomer then.
that's how I got into it, is because they listened to it.
How about for the song? Which one are you guys thinking?
I didn't see any of the first three.
I'm in the same boat, I think. How about you,
Oh
Matthew?
shoot, yeah,
You picked the fucking song.
dude, that's so difficult. What
With
the
or
hell?
without you? How would I choose it?
Um,
With or without you? Is that good?
Do you want to do with or
Alright.
without you?
Sure, dude. It's their
Or-
most popular song of all time. I think it makes sense.
Okay, I was gonna say that as well. So okay, yep, I'm good with that.
Here we go, lads.
Lucas, do we have an ad read today?
Of course we do, Lance. Today's sponsor is from the makers of I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, I Can't Believe It's Not Condoms. Ever want to have sex with a latex sheath over your penis, but worried it'll interfere with your bastard creation and bug catching? Fear no more. I Can't Believe It's Not Condoms provides an authentic condom feel with absolutely no defense against pregnancy or STDs. Use promo code Gronch for a free pack of extra smalls. They'll protect nothing or your money back.
I'm sure the bug catching community will love that product, Lucas.
I really hope so.
Are you guys ready to hear which album I chose for this week's or next week's podcast?
Please.
Yes,
I'm quite
sir.
excited.
So I haven't chosen a meme album in a while, so it is a meme album.
Are you sure you haven't chosen a meme album in a while?
I chose some meme-esque albums, but not any true memes. You know,
Have you heard of American football?
that's a meme, but the albums aren't memes. You know,
Please,
It's a
please tell me
different-
you're gonna start off with that.
Lance,
Please
tell
tell
us
me.
what the fuck we're listening to, dude.
well, I wanted to choose an album made by an internet creator, and I was thinking about which one to choose.
No.
And eventually, I came to the conclusion that we should listen to one of the original YouTube musicians, Tay Zonday, and his
Oh my
album
fucking
Chocolate
God.
Rain 2.0.
Oh my god.
I think this should be very interesting, boys.
Jesus Christ.
Chocolate
Why
Rain
does it feel like-
2.0.
Why does it feel like you told me let's listen to Jake Paul? That's I almost feels like I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this, Lance. Part of me was like, yeah, I can listen to Crazy Frog, but Tays on Day, what?
This is gonna be way better than Crazy Frog, dude. There's no way. There's no way it's gonna be worse than that.
You're probably right. But at the
Have
same
some
time,
faith in my boy.
I have no faith in YouTube musicians.
That's sad.
Whoa.
Sorry, I'm
Whoa,
sorry.
is that coming from the Mouth Moods fan himself? How fucking dare you, Ross? You're gonna turn your back on Neil Cicerega now?
I don't think he's a YouTube musician. I think he's an internet personality.
That's fucking semantics.
Is it though? Yeah,
I don't know.
probably. But anyways,
Are you
guess
ready
I'll
for your
go.
question, Lucas?
Yes, I am, Lance.
I was
What
gonna
is it?
think of a scientific question to throw you off, but
Mhm.
luckily for you, I thought of a funny question before I thought of a scientific one.
Thank God. I didn't want to use a lifeline.
If you have to drink/inhale a glass of gas from any gas giant planet, which one would it be? Jupiter,
glass of
Saturn,
gas.
Uranus, Neptune, or Pluto? Pluto is counted, even though actually I guess we shouldn't count Pluto because it's not gas. It's not
a terrestrial
gaseous.
planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which one would you consume, Lucas? Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, or Neptune?
You better choose what I think you're choosing.
Would you be drinking it, Matthew, or would you be inhaling it if it's gas?
Well, I mean,
I think you
When
could
you-
drink it, right?
no, you probably just inhale it.
What if
I mean,
it's like,
depends, like,
you
are
know,
you-
like
are you
water
taking-
vapor? What if I drank a glass of water vapor? Would it be drinking it?
No, you
Because
just
it would like
inhaling it.
condensate in your mouth, though. It doesn't
Sure.
matter. I guess it doesn't matter.
I mean, you're also inhaling the water vapor in your nose. I don't know. Are you taking this glass back to Earth, or are you going there and you're drinking it? Or
He's
I don't
drinking
know,
it in the
inhaling it.
spaceship.
This is a hard question. I'd say Jupiter is the most plentiful with gas, so I wouldn't be wasting it when
That's
I
the brown
inevitably
gas.
inhale it then die.
This guy's eating the brown gas. What the fuck?
I'm thinking about nature
It's
conservation.
like the worst
here.
answer, dude.
This is a very woke answer.
I think
I'll
I would
inhale
choose.
the brown fart
I think I would
gas.
choose Neptune, dude. Probably tastes like really cool.
I think I'm also going to choose Neptune or Uranus. But mostly because at some point in the future, Pluto's going to collide with Neptune. And then you're no longer going to taste Neptune the same way again because it's going to taste like Pluto.
You think they're going to come out with like Neptune Classic after that?
Ooh. I don't know, actually.
That's a thought we can end the podcast on, everybody.
Good. Click like and look in the comment section for more answers on to this. You'll get, I don't know.
Neptune Classic coming to stores near you. Until next
Click like
time,
for Ross to huff fart gas live on stream.
please do.
Hell
Goodbye.
yeah.
Thank you.